And today on Sports Path, we've got a fantastic show for you. We're going to talk some girls basketball, girls hockey, boys basketball, boys hockey, and we have some breaking news to share about her. That's all coming up on Sports Path. Welcome to Sports Path. We hope your Thanksgiving day was just as fantastic as ours. I'm Zachary Halverson, but you can call me Zach.
And I'm Jamie Dustin, and you can call me Jamie.
The girls' hockey season is in full swing, and TV19 Sports was out at Tartan Arena to capture the Titans game against St. Louis Park. Here are the highlights. Tartan, St. Louis Park, the Orioles.
Tartan High School.
I believe Orioles is a bird.
I think it is.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the Titans certainly flew away with this one early. As you see, Hannah Kroonquist is going to score here this first goal in just about 3 minutes into the game. As she got on the board there. That was her first of the game, and I say first of the game because I'm previewing this next one here midway through the second period, in which the puck's loose. It's loose. It's still loose. Hannah Kroonquist gets down and pokes it in. Everybody thought the play was over, but it wasn't. Hannah Kroonquist scores her second of the game. And then guess what? Tabitha's like, I'm going to join there. Ellie Tabitha scores, makes it 3-0 Tartan. Not in the second intermission, though. St. Louis Park would score. This one was Leah Spring, and she made it 3-1. She shrunk the lead to 2. And 3-1. Early in the third, St. Louis Park scores 3-2. As the Titans now only with a goal differential, they make it 4-2 again. Here with a goal by the Titans, as the Titans would run away with this one. 5-2 now. By the way, that was a hat trick goal here. Take a look at it again. Tabitha makes it 3 goals in the game. With this one, makes it 5-2, and then the Titans would, of course, well, there's a hat. I mean, I would have, if I had a hat, I would have thrown it.
You have to.
I obviously would. Tartan Titans win, as we'll take a quick look at the goals again here. Again, they won 6-2. The first one again by Kroonquist. She scored the first one. She then scored the second one here by poking this one in. There you see. She. By the way, great job, great positioning by the referee on this play. A lot of them would have just called, well, blew the whistle. Who was there to make the call? Here's Tabitha's goal, and then the final one here from Ellie Tabitha to seal her hat trick. Ellie Tabitha making it the 6-2 hockey game. So let's take a look at the classic suburban standings in girls hockey, as the Tartan Titans up. Now the only conference game was played between Tartan and Mahtomedi. We see who won that game and who lost that game. The record 3-2 overall for Tartan, so they're rolling pretty well. And obviously the head coach Nick Fierce has to be happy with his team's effort thus far. We'll see how they go. All the season finishes here. Mahtomedi, by the way, also pretty good girls hockey team, so watch out. And of course, Hill Marie is usually given, or St. Paul. We'll see how the Polars do there. Suburban East Conference standings now. White Bear Lake 0-3 thus far, 3-4 overall. By the way, 3-1 I should say, as they tied Stillwater, which that isn't too bad. To tie the conference leader isn't bad. So they've shown some promise here, tying an undefeated team. We'll see how the White Bear Lake girls season goes along. It's still early. It's still early, Jamie.
Right.
I mean, we don't know what's going to happen here. Things are going to go back and forth, left and right, up and down.
Absolutely. Time will tell.
Absolutely. So we'll see how the girls' hockey season fares. No?
Sounds good. The Tartan girls basketball team's home opener was Tuesday the 3rd, and it was a tough battle against the Mounds View Mustangs. Here are those highlights.
Mounds View, Titans. And you see right away, Titan's going to bring this one in, and boom goes the dynamite. Can't believe I just said that. As Larissa Jones scores the first point of the game. Now we keep going on here. There's another point. Tia Elbert, she's pretty good at basketball. We've been following her for many years, and she's now finally a senior this year. Taking this one up to the lane, into the paint, nice block. A lot of great defensive plays here in this game between Tartan Titans and Mounds View Mustangs. But this is a good offensive play, as laying it up there was Olivia Fixon, and Tartan would end up winning that one, beating Mounds View Mustangs in a non-conference game. As we are looking at the girls basketball Classic Suburban Conference standings, you see nothing yet in terms of conference play. Tartan is 1-2 overall, including that victory over Mounds View. Hill Murray 1-0 overall, undefeated, and of course, there's still some teams that haven't even started yet. So we'll keep an eye on those standings here, keep those scores updated. But we'll take a quick look at. Actually, you know what? We're not going to look at Suburban East right away. We're going to take a look at some White Bear Lake girls basketball, who also had their home opener on Tuesday against the Prior Lake Lakers. The Lakers, who had just defeated Tartan 65-57 a few days earlier, would come to White Bear Lake High School South Campus, and the Bears and the Lakers would play. Here right away is Allison Hinch putting a three-point on to get the first points of the game, as this was filled with 3 points for White Bear Lake at least. Shea Barton got a couple there as the Bears move it back out, and another three put on. Great three-point shooting by White Bear Lake, and that could be a big difference, especially going on later in the year. First half, Lakers really kind of held along with the White Bear Lake Bears. Just when you thought White Bear Lake would have a big lead, the Lakers fought back. Here's a two-pointer to make that 4-point lead go down to 2. Bears would come back down the court here, make a nice play, as this one taken and put in by Sophie Janicki. So at halftime, it is 35-30. White Bear Lake has a 5-point lead. It was in the second half, in which the White Bear Lake Bears, well, they just decided to run away with this one. A 6-point lead turned into 9 here with this nice three put on by Anderson. Here is the Prior Lake Lakers trying to stay with it. Here's McElwain with a couple points. But White Bear, that would actually be one of their final points of the game, as White Bear Lake just went on a roll here. 49-52 has turned into a 10-point lead, and now a 20-point lead. Bears would put the final 2 on the board, as it was a 69-47 White Bear Lake final. The Bears defeated Prior Lake Lakers. You're going to have to watch out for White Bear Lake this year, folks. They are undefeated thus far. They played some really good teams as well, including De La. So you're going to have to watch out for the Bears. They are, obviously, there's no conference play yet, but that 3-0 record certainly sticks out for the rest of the pack. These are early favorites for the Suburban East Conference champion.
Congratulations to the Century College men's soccer team, who advanced to the NJCAA National Tournament for the first time in school history. The Wood Ducks season ended soon after, but TV19 congratulates head coach David Palmer on their fantastic season.
No, not that David Palmer. Speaking of being in good hands, the University of Minnesota women's soccer team was in good hands all season long. Freshman goalkeeper Tara Hobbs was named the Big Ten Goalkeeper of the Year. That's right, University of Minnesota freshman and former White Bear Lake Bear was honored as the Big Ten Goalkeeper of the Year. Hobbs also earned herself a tryout with the under-20 women's national team. Good luck to Tara, and Tara, do me a favor, keep being awesome.
When we come back, we will talk some boys hockey and boys basketball and share some exciting but sad news about my future on the show.
I'm Network TV.
And I'm Community TV.
I'm all about the bad stuff of the day, you know? Local news covering car crashes, gruesome murders, deadly fires.
It's not always about you, you know. Me, I'm all about your kids' high school football games, school plays, and community events. You know, basically the stuff that's going on at the local level.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm also into those really bad sitcoms that get canceled after a couple of weeks.
What did I tell you? Forget about you. Have you heard about that guy with the really deep voice? You know, Joe Cullen, host of the Northeast Journal program. You know, he's the guy that's all over the Northeast Metro, covering the local stuff. And how about those wild and crazy cops on Your Police Report? Now that's entertainment.
You're beginning to sound like a broken record. The local stuff, huh? I'm beginning to get the picture.
Now you're getting it. It's not about you, or me for that matter. It's about the local stuff, like the show, Local Image. Get it?
Welcome back. The boys hockey season has begun. Let's take a look at how our teams have been doing. And Jamie, Hill Murray, they're off to a great start again, as usual. Coach Lechner really is a really good hockey coach. I'm telling you, this guy is amazing what he does every year. Hanamida 1-2. You see down there, Tartan 3-0 as well, undefeated thus far. We'll see how the Titans do this year. They had a great season last year. It came to a really bad ending last year in the quarterfinals. Hopefully they'll be able to maybe do some more damage this year, as we'll see how they do. In the Suburban East Conference, White Bear Lake is the undefeated champion of the world. Not really, but 1-0. They've got the only conference game. They have another one tomorrow against Hastings, and we'll see. Hastings actually has beat White Bear Lake the last couple of years and actually swept them the last couple of years. So we'll see how if the Bears can finally get over this Raiders deal where they just can't beat Hastings for whatever reason. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see.
It'll definitely be an interesting game, and we're looking forward to seeing how the Bears do tomorrow.
Absolutely. So plenty of great hockey teams. We were talking about a little bit last show. Get out if you can to those games because, again, North St. Paul, Tartan, White Bear Lake, Hill Murray, Mahtomedi, they all have pretty solid teams this year, and it's a lot of great atmosphere. Especially there's a Tartan North St. Paul game coming up that I think if you can make it out, that is pretty nice inner city. We can't make it out there, but if you can make it out there, do so.
Now over to boys basketball standings. Let's take a look at those.
Hill Murray on top, 2-0. As by the way, these are overall records. They haven't played any conference games yet. Simley also 2-0. North St. Paul, St. Thomas Academy. There we go. Also undefeated. Mahtomedi are close behind 3-1, and North St. Paul down there 2-1. Tartan 1-0, and so we'll see how boys basketball teams do this year. I think there's certainly some promise, at least in the Class Suburban. White Bear Lake in the Suburban East, they got a 500 record, 1-1. So everybody's got to win, at least in the Fab Five, and so at least in the, but Creighton, they don't have any games. They can't really, you can't win anything that you don't can't play. I mean. But we're all winners, technically, Jamie.
Absolutely.
We're all winners. Wow. When we come back, we'll finally hit you with that thing we told you we were going to tell you about earlier in the show. So, yeah.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
There is no place like home.
Getting home safely is just a click away. But making sure your child is in the right seat is just one of the steps down the road to safer travels.
I don't know how it works.
Find the right seat for your little one's age and size.
We know what you told us.
There's no better way to get home safely. Know for sure that your child is in the right seat. Get all the facts at safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
All right, we got some breaking news in the TV19 Sports Newsroom. We were just learning that our own JAMI DUSTIN is pregnant and just 8 approximate weeks away from having a baby. For more on the story, we now throw it over to our own JAMI DUSTIN. JAMI, what's the latest?
Well, Zach, it is not quite breaking news, as I told you this a long time ago, but as you said, I am pregnant and due in just 8 weeks. Our final show of 2013 in 2 weeks will be my final as well as I make my transition into being a mother. It has been a wild ride here at TV19, and I can't thank everyone here enough, from our crew to our viewers, for their amazing support over the last couple of years, and even during my first tenure during my senior year of high school, so thank you very much.
More like heartbreaking news, huh?
It's exciting news.
Yeah, it is very exciting, and we are all looking forward to it here, and I'm telling you, we're going to have some fun stuff next show. I'm telling you, baby pools, name pools. We're going to even have an actual pool here. We're going to go into those blow-up pools. Our camera guys are going to be swimming. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a beach party.
You're not going to want to miss it.
You know, I might as well have a beach party. These lights are freaking hot, folks.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the middle of summer here. Well, it's like, you know, it's really snowing outside, and it really is snowing outside, isn't it?
It is.
We should have a meteorologist here at Sports Path. Should we get a meteorologist? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll send it to Adam Plorin now with the weather. No. Basically, we want to get through a few things. First of all, we are always looking for volunteers. So if you'd like running cameras, doing graphics, whatever you want to do, volunteer. Arlen Becker, 651-747-3821, or Arlen at onlocationtv.org. And if you don't remember all that, just go to our Facebook page and find us, contact us. And we're always looking for it, however old you are. I mean, we probably have to cut the age off at about 6 years old, maybe 5, but you know, whatever you are.
You have to be old enough to see into the camera.
Right, right. If you can see in the camera, you're pretty much good enough for us. Also, if you are looking into replacing Jamie here, I mean, as much as I love imaginary co-hosts, which I will probably have to do once she leaves, I would love an actual person here too. So if you are interested in broadcasting, hosting TV shows, if you've ever, you know, looked into the, you know, mirror and started announcing sports stuff, we're probably the people. We're here to help. We're here to help. We'll give you a stage to perform your talents.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Zach here is a great person to learn from. So.
Thanks, Jamie. I'm a fantastic person. I'm great. I got a big ego. Do you have a big ego?
No.
I mean, you work for K102. That's pretty big. That's a big market here. That's pretty big. So
Market 16.
what is your future here? I mean, we'll talk a little bit about this in a little next show, but just in case we run out of time, what is your future looking like with the baby? I mean, just hanging out and.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't really know what to expect, as it's my first baby. I don't really know. Yeah. I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Oh, wow.
Taking it day by day.
January 6th.
That's your date.
That's my birthday. You better, if you can match that.
I'd be okay with that.
If you match that, you're gonna get the best.
That would be
ever.
about 3 weeks early, so I'd be good to go.
That'd be totally sick. I know that's what kids use these days. Finally, I was gonna forget, but I didn't forget. Thank goodness. I have a bad streak of this the last couple of years. And, well, I'm not going to. My mother has a birthday December 6th, which is Friday. And I want to give a happy birthday to her because the last couple of years I've forgotten to do that. And I get a mouthful last couple of years about how I...
Shame on you.
I really is shame on me. So happy birthday to Mom. I love you, Kathy. And thank you for
Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you for being awesome. So, yeah. You got anything else for everybody?
I don't think so.
It was a very super short show, but we appreciate you for joining us here. Hope your Thanksgiving was fantastic. We have one more show in the year of 2013, and we've got plenty of highlights and stuff like that, interviews, normal TV19 stuff that you love coming up, and one more show with her, hopefully. Please don't have the baby before then. That'd be terrible.
Try not to.
Want one more show with you. I got to say goodbye properly. All right. Well, Jamie, why don't you send us away, huh? Can you do it? No? All right. Well, for Jamie Dustin, I'm Zach Halverson. So long. Have a good couple weeks. We'll see you back here on December, what is it, 14th, 17th, 18th, whatever.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Live, 5 o'clock. Be there.